Great. I appreciate the time on that, Mr. Mayor. And then a bit of an offbeat one for you. Have you used marijuana since it's been legalized? And if not, do you plan to do so after you leave office?
I think that's so offbeat. No, I'm not into it, Julia. It's really, the last time I used marijuana, I was at NYU as a student, a registered NYU student in my youth. Literally, that's the last time. No intention to use it, not interested in the least.
Last question for today. It goes to Deborah Lee from the Manhattan Times and Bronx Free Press.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. How are you?
I am doing well, Deborah Lee. You are the closer for this entire administration. You are shutting it down for us.
Wait while you're ahead, young man. Wonderful to be with you all this afternoon. I actually have a pinch hitter coming in for me, as I'd mentioned. I think for all of us, these these briefings have been an integral part of our days. We've, wanted or not, and we have been in rooms with our family members as we've worked our way through this. That includes my son, who asked ahead of time for the privilege of asking you a couple of questions as you close out your administration's final hours. I hope that's all right.
Deborah Lee, that sounds fair to me. It's the voice of the new generation, right? So I am happy to take those questions. But he has to introduce himself.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mayor.
Good afternoon. Tell me your name.
My name is Matthew Santos Kelly.
All right. What's on your mind, my friend?
I have a couple of questions for you. One, from what you know, when will kids younger than 16 be allowed to get their boosters? I know a lot of my friends, including me, I would like to get my booster and protect myself even more. When is that possible deadline so I can prepare myself for it?
Excellent question. All right, Dr. Choksi, what do you got to say to that?
Well, first, I agree. What an excellent question, and thank you for asking it. So here's what we know so far. For kids younger than 16, but 12 and older, we are hearing that the FDA might grant authorization for boosters as soon as next week. That has to go to the CDC next, but I expect that to happen very quickly. So toward the middle to end of next week, maybe when kids 12 to 15 are also able to get a booster dose. Remember, you do have to be 6 months after your second dose of Pfizer in order to be able to get the booster shot. For those who are younger than 12, we will have to wait a little bit longer, and that's always because we have to make sure that all of the science on the safety and the effectiveness of the shot holds for younger kids as well.
Excellent. All right. What's your second question?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Choksi. And my second question is for you, Mr. Mayor. What would you tell younger people that want to run for office, and what advice would you give them?
I love that question. Thank you for it. I would encourage younger folks to get involved. I got to tell you, it has been the most engaging, positive experience. That doesn't mean the work's always easy. A lot of times it's really hard. But I am literally more optimistic today than the day I started, because when you run for office, you connect with the people. And the people are good. It's as simple as that. There's so much goodness in the people. And, you know, the notion, when you knock on someone's door, or you have a town hall meeting, or you take phone calls on a radio show, whatever it is, you connect with the heart and soul of the people, and that's enthralling. It's a beautiful experience. So I would say to anyone who's a young person who wants to have a life of fulfillment and an incredibly engaging life, take the plunge, take the chance. I would also say it's really hard work. It takes, years and years of commitment. It takes, you got to be tough, because it's not always going to be easy, but you will never find anything more rewarding than this work we do. That would be my advice. And thank you for the excellent questions. And Deborah Lee, you raised him well. That was really, really good stuff. And thank you as well, Deborah Lee, for all the times you've joined us and all the great questions you have asked as well. Well, everyone, I think it's time.